So who are you collaborating with on this one?
His name is Shawn Dalsen.
Sure. Right. And why are you collaborating with him?
Well, our idea is like my work is kind of about decay.
Okay.
And his work is kind of about decay in a different sense and growth.
Okay.
So,
Have you agreed like who gets the final word?
No.
No, that's always the problem. That's
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. I mean, your two aesthetics are so different. I mean, you're kind of conceptually, you're maybe wanting to talk about the same things. So how you actually end up, because you know that of yours up there is amazing. You know the colours in that. You know, and this is a very nice piece of graffiti there. Now, how those two things match together, I think is going to be very interesting.
Well, Shawn and I, we lived together, and when I saw his work, the graffiti and the style he was doing, I was really inspired by that. My art was totally just about patina and metal and more abstraction, and I thought, well, here's an opportunity for us to do a collaboration because we're living in the same building. We started with some smaller pieces, and I just thought of, instead of having rust be the surface I would work on, have something more dialogue of here an artist, a graffiti artist, puts down a message and it gets erased or it gets tagged over. And the idea was he would put down something and I would scrape it off, like here's, I don't know, in a bigger picture, like society saying, we don't want to see that. And now street art is becoming pretty popular in the mainstream in galleries. Well, this is something that Shawn's been doing for a long time, and I needed to change my style up a bit, and I just thought, hey, this would be a perfect opportunity to do a collaboration piece where it's, instead of me putting down a patina and just going over that, Shawn's work is actually the patina. All the colors you see, all the poppy colors and characters and stuff, it becomes kind of fragile. Like, this is what he wants to say, and I'm going to scrape it off. Like, there's when do you start and stop, and
I think adding to that too is a lot of that is with graffiti art. Nothing's like too precious. It doesn't matter if it's going to be off the next day or a week later. The big rush is like really just getting out there and doing it and delivering your message. And I was here, I did this thing, and now with Gary's new work, on top of that, we did it together. We got both our marks, leaving an impression of this message, or that's just the message behind, to make the newer message come more apparent, or readjusting your ideas or things like that. And kind of how we came about with this was Gary bought a bunch of metal, and since he works with patinaing metal, it was an excellent gateway into making these layered surfaces that have been sort of put on and scrubbed out, or to make new surfaces. And kind of what I did is I made these painted parts, and Gary came in and patinaed up here and did all these like patinas around here, and created these rusted, decayed parts. And hence the name of it is Growing Decay.
I've never really collaborated with someone like Shawn, who is just like super fresh and super fast. And the ideas just were like bouncing off each other. Like I'd be in one area working and he'd be in another. And when I'd see him do something, I'd want to react. It was kind of action-reaction. Like, I'm going to go and do something now what was revealed, And it's just, yeah, I mean...
It's definitely a learning thing, too. Like, we're taking his ideas and my ideas and making this new, learning style together to create this piece, this new knowledge that comes out. I really like that part of it, too. I've learned a lot working with Gary, and learned a lot working the street, learned a lot, in galleries, whatever. It's always a different thing every time. Together we got to work on an idea that was kind of like street and kind of gallery at the same time, and combine those efforts to make what you see now.